One Wheel Wednesday, everybody. My name is Scot Mendenhall. Boy, it is shaping up to be a great day around here if you love one wheels. If you're tuning in here because the One Wheel company, Future Motion, has dropped a brand new ride for all of us, a new whip, if you will, the XL. Oh my goodness. It is what dreams are made of. It's like they level up every time. Here's a picture of it in full glory off of onewheel.com. The Rally XL, the pinnacle of one-wheel performance, new range update, 18 to 28 miles an hour, $3,500 the cost. It is, oh my goodness, it's beautiful right there. Whew. Just got to stop and look at it. On the cusp of, we are a week and a day outside of Race for the Rail, which is the race of the year. This is what a lot of people train for, race for, $10,000 on the line. It is an exciting time in the one-wheel community right now. I'm joined by my lovely bride of 24 years, Holly Mendenhall.
Hi, everybody. I'm doing great.
Nice jersey.
Hey, thanks.
I can't read it at all because you got full iPad in your face.
I know, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
My desk is very full today. Full dirt surfers.
Full dirt surfers. For those that are brand new around here, typically there's someone over here at this desk, but it is empty. It's vacant for a season, a while. Maternity leave has begun for Lily. That's all I can say. You'll have to stay tuned for any updates. It's not ours to share at the moment, but we are missing Lily and giving prayers and best wishes to her and her husband as they rock and roll. Okay. That's all I got to say. But, man, what are your thoughts? You watched the promo video that One Wheel put on YouTube. What?
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting a new board.
No. Well, after they dropped yesterday, the little hint.
Well, yes. I mean, but
like,
even like yesterday when we were talking, like, wasn't expecting it at all.
Right,
but
right before the race.
I mean, I love it because I think they are trying to meet riders like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Like, this is definitely for trail riding, definitely for... all the chunk, all the stuff that you'll get into.
She says, because you a chunky rider, you like riding the chunk.
Well, I don't. No, I don't. But
checking.
like for me, like you have a board for everybody. That's just a community.
I don't think but I would hate for you to pigeonhole this into just trails. I think this is a go-to board for anybody that you want.
Totally.
You ride in an urban setting or trails. I think it opened up a lot of trails, but I think it also gives confidence to a lot of people that as you commute, because the range is boosted up a bit.
Yes, I totally like it. It's kind of like when we saw the promo for it today. It's like they leveled up so much with the GTS. You kind of wonder like, can you level up anymore? And it seems as if they did.
They did. They always can. Technology is always advancing. Hey, if you're brand new around here and you're just pumping into this because exciting news, new Rally XL One Wheel, because you want the latest news and stuff, on this YouTube channel, we drop hot topics on One Wheels, from what Float Life is doing, One Wheel's doing. Rest in peace, Craft and Ride it used to be a thing, but we just document the community from the races. Dirt Surfers is happening right after this on the other side of Race for the Rail. You're gonna have Windman, which is the second stop of the Dirt Surfers stop. So there's a lot going on. Also talking about updating like firmwares and stuff. We try to keep you connected. So give a subscribe to this YouTube channel. You won't be disappointed. We have a lot of races that we've been recording over the summer. We are about to launch into a new season here on this YouTube channel. We're excited about the prep we've been putting into ourselves. We have 8 children, Holly and I do, and all of them are on a quest for glory at Race to the Rail next week in California. And so
they've been working hard.
They have. We got a video. Let's just pick one of those videos. We'll just show you. This is our homegrown trails. They have been hard at work, hours and hundreds of miles. Look at them. That feature we built right after our podcast last week as we talked to Austin Silva, who gave us dimensions on this. This is built to specs of what he said, except for it's only got 4 lanes instead of 6 lanes. Went out, had some wood laying around, and that was sound effects that drills. Put it together, let the kids be able to practice.
You were really awesome at that. Like
I'm
know
glad this is being recorded in a prosperity way of being able to look back, and you said I'm awesome.
What? I always say you're awesome.
I know, you're an amazing woman. Okay, go.
But just like we were talking with Austin last week, which he shared a whole lot of...
Lay it on more.
a whole lot of information. And like I heard it, thought, yep, great, keep riding. And then before I knew it, the kids had new drops out down in the trails. And they are to the specs. And it's just like you are willing to just put it together for them to be able to practice and practice hard.
Yeah, they've been mobbing it, and then you kind of... I've had moments where I got to come down and coach them. At one point, one of the young people in our family, when we had a drop that was Austin had shared, there's a launch ramp at the end that's, I think he said it was 28 inches high, and so I built a 28-inch launch ramp in his store Icon. They just did her and she couldn't do it, and so I told her, fine, go sell all your stuff. Go up to the house and sell your stuff. It was a little bit of hard knocks around here, but she landed it now, and so it's a thing of the past. So. But let's get to the Rally XL, because I know so many of you are stoked on this. What's our thoughts, opinions? Let's run through some of the specs. Starting at $3,500, which I thought was reasonable.
I couldn't believe it. I was very
I was
surprised.
thinking $4,000. I was just like, where are we going on this one? And then they roll in at $3,500. I like that. And so I don't know if everybody thought that is reasonable. Now, here's the deal. Just because I can't afford it right now doesn't mean it's not reasonable. I think so many people complain about something, I can't afford it right now. Well, that's fine. You can't afford it. You didn't know it was happening. Hard to budget in January for a new Onewheel in August, okay? Or budget for the new pit bikes that are starting to rear their heads in the Onewheel community, which I'm all for. And so pretty stoked on that. That's a whole nother podcast we'll cover here soon, because there's stories to be had on that. But Rally XL, everybody. Can we see some more pictures in this thing? This thing is big tire gang. Everybody, you like bigger, stronger, better, mind-blowing performance in serious terrain. Just looking at it, you already get that it's a whole new tire.
Yeah, the whole thing looks just
It's been
bigger.
redone. Some people have been asking, a little reconnaissance for all of you, is there a new controller in there? New controller, everybody. They're not using the GTS controller. New controller to help with the overall performance increases you get, along with tires, rails, everything. But you need to know this, that before you start asking the same questions, I see, oh no, how about my GTS and GT accessories? Will they fit on this board? The answer is yes. And it's not just lip service here. I believe we got an image to confirm this, saying compatible with all GT accessories, compatible with the suit of GT foot pads, bumpers, GTS series chargers. Sweet! Yeah, so you've got a hypercharger. Guess what? Boom.
They've done a good job over that, because that was a huge question. You know, when the GT first came out, obviously it wasn't compatible. And then when the S came out,
when you went from the XR to the GT. Okay.
It was like, oh man, because that is a cost for everything.
Accessories cost a lot. We know, look at this. This is what we're getting ready again for Race for the Rails next week in California. And look at what arrived today to get our boards. Again, we have so many riders. Well, it's on the thumbnail. You can see, just put the thumbnail back up. You'll see, I think it's on your right-hand side of your screen. Look at all of that goodness. That is to get our boards compliant. Plus, we needed some upgrades in helmets. You have to have full face helmets, everyone, if you're racing at Race for the Rail. But POC helmets are our go-to helmets around here, and they were on sale. And so 4 of those in the house, get those. But we're stoked on it. You don't have to have the GT performance tire, but we needed some spares, and it just made sense. Hey, if we're going to order, we need some spares. We got our GT performances in 6 and 6.5, and now let's get back to the XL Rally.
Okay, we have a little bit in the chat.
Hold on. Before we get there, you save that, because we're on about tires right now. A brand new tire hidden, because it's a big tire, everybody. It is the Big TG. It's the Big Tire Gang. The BTG. Okay. Bulking up to 12.0 by 7 inches on a 6-inch rim. The new Rally XL tire increases sidewall for bump absorption, maximizing ground clearance and stability, enlarges the contact patch for extra traction even in the most challenging terrains. Look at that tire looks great. Again, a lot of people are going to say it has the likings of an enduro pattern, but it just makes sense in the terrain system as trail riding, and if you're even going to use it as a commuter, it just makes sense. You get too much traction or too much bite, and now all of a sudden it requires more power and stuff. As we've tried a lot of different tires. one of our favorites has been the Enduro tire. So I'm a fan of that tire, but we're talking big tire gang here, everybody, which for all of those that have been going to the 5-inch hubs because you like the big tire gang, but you didn't want to change all your rails out and all those things. Well, Onewheel on Future Motion software is entered the conversation. And they didn't just enter it. They blew it up, in my opinion. And so, what are some of the questions? As I just had to get, we were on about tires.
Yeah.
That tire looks delicious.
It does. And when they were doing the promo, it talks about the stability, which is like, that's just like gold to my ears. Like stable.
Yeah, you want to be stable.
I love to be stable on the Onewheel.
And they did change the height of things because you're on a big tire, so they lowered the rails in which way they sit on.
Which might feel different, but I remember getting on the GT for the first time. It felt a little bit different.
It did.
But it's...
and they said, I can't remember because Austin and Mercedes, and then they had a guest. Oh, no, what is his name? I don't want to mess it up. I wrote it down. It's Legend. What are you saying? Yeah, it was Thomas. You're right. Thomas was on there. And it was great to have Thomas on there giving his take on it. And just, I don't know much of his background, so obviously he can ride capable. And he was just sharing his thoughts on it and how it's going to change his ability to ride and stuff. So it was just cool to get that aspect. It's not just for us racing for the rail or love to be in the trails. It's all around, again, there's so much safety and more power. And so you're just going to get it. It's just pretty cool. Bigger tire. So now you have, you can go to a 6-inch tire with a big tire. It gives you more cushion. Now, somebody's going to go, well, I could put that on a 5-inch and get more. It's like, I get it, but how much is too much and all these things? And that'll always be a sticking point on people's preferences. And you got to remember, preferences don't mean everybody likes your preference. It doesn't mean you can't ride like that. I mean, I've seen people clip in on their board. Not my thing, but cool. You want to do you ride like that. I just feel like that's dangerous and weird. But that's my opinion, not my preference. So they have lowered the rails a little bit, I believe, so that the stability is there because you've gotten up because you got a bigger tire, which is great. And then they've changed the rally. Can we put the board back up there, Legend, so we can just see it again? They've changed, I think, if I understood it right, and somebody can correct me, but the angles on the rally is not as severe because you don't need them as severe because you have a bigger tire on there. And so it's pretty exciting.
They talked about that on the back part isn't as severe because you don't need it quite
right because of a bigger, you don't need as much clearance, so it's not as well. But those rails are are extended now. I think I can't remember where we were at, but we have again these images you can find on onewheel.com. We have pirated them to be able to explain this, but here's from their actual website. 21, you can see, I think it's an inch longer. I think the other was 20 inches. Longer rails provide a wider stance and added leverage, improving stability, performance when riders over rough terrain, and a more natural stance for bigger riders. So if you're a Clydesdale, that's the classification for the bigger riders, you are going to be very comfortable on this board. And again, the tension always is, you have a Clydesdale and you put me on there, $125 if I have all wet clothes on or something, right? Versus a Clydesdale, I'm going to get more out of the board because of that. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, everybody. Life's not fair. And when it comes to you launching people off a thing called a blob, you can do it so much better than me. You're blobbing me off, okay? So it's just not fair. I can't blob anybody because no one even gets launched off the thing because I'm not heavy enough. And so obviously the lighter you are, the more you're going to get, more power and all those things in. But this is a game changer. They have said it repeatedly. Onewheel posted this on Instagram. They don't mean it the way, it's more to be funny and catch your attention. But the XL Rally is banned from Race from the Rail 2025, meaning no one can buy it and ride it. They said the disadvantage that everyone else would be on the S Series would be too astronomical, so no way, Jose.
It'd change everything.
Right.
And maybe they would have done it if it was similar to how the style of Race for the Rails was the last several years. But it's a whole new style. They have so many new opportunities for other racers, and they're not providing all the boards and all that kind of stuff. Austin shared a ton of detail with that with us last week. So, yeah, it makes sense that they wouldn't have it available for this Race for the Rails. But
that's correct.
watch for it coming because the new race season will kick off.
Yeah, so you could have it
So-
at Windman.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Windman, it's up here in Wisconsin. It's the middle of September. It is going to be mind-blowing. I could see people on this. Shoot, we could be on it by then. If it would be awesome if that was the case. But we're stoked on it, okay? We're stoked on this. Anytime progression happens, I like it. I'm a fan for it. Just thank you for the $10 channel
Yep.
support. Is that from?
That's from Bradley.
Bradley,
Thanks,
thank you.
Bradley.
Thank you. Everything helps as we are on our road to Race for the Rail, and our transportation to transport 10 humans and 2 dogs has broken down, everyone. So that's put a little bit of a glitch into us. So right now, currently, we are practicing, preparing for the race, but not with a way to get there. And so we are scrambling like crazy. How many when
We
it's
were all set to be there. We were set
hotels,
to go
volunteering,
until just a couple of
and
days
now it's
ago.
like $4,000 to fix a vehicle, and you're like, And so
What are you gonna do?
$10 that goes into the gas tank, everybody. I'm just
Well-
telling you, that's huge for a family who's trying to figure
Yeah.
it out.
And we recognize that we're not any normal size. There's not another vehicle that fits
yeah.
us, and so
Yeah, you can't just
if,
go.
If there is one, we've checked it out, and it's
Yeah, trust us.
astronomical.
We have tried it. But at the end of the day, whatever resources you would put in to rent something, ultimately, you
Need
got
to
to
fix
fix
the
this vehicle, or you come back with no vehicle to
that's
move.
what I
us.
get my groceries in, guys. That's what.
So
we run
thank you
errands in.
for the $10 support. That's huge. You know, it is, and we love what we get to do in this community, documenting all of the pieces in the community. We try to come from all the sides and talk about all the things that are related to the community. But today we are stoked on the XL Rally Edition, which is sweet that you can order today and it ships.
Yeah,
that
that's
not make it
always
enticing?
So awesome. It's always.
It makes it enticing because
Well,
you're
for
like,
sure.
I could have it in 3 days, and that to me would. Like I keep sitting here going, I should go. Should.
Okay, so now a little bit of the chatter in the chat room today was like some were saving up for that XRC,
Yeah.
and I know we've talked about that. Like
I would-
you would get one of everything if
Yeah.
that was the case, just to have it and support. And
I love the XRC. I rode it one time, and it is the vibes of an XR, but vamped up a little bit more modernized. Like it. But in the quiver of things, in what we do as a family, we love riding trails and going, like when we were out in California last year, riding mountains and mobbing down on them. Yes, you can do that on XRCs, but when you have an option over here, like an GTS or now the XL Rally or Rally XL, it's hard not to go and say, I'm going to save up a little bit more. What's the difference? What's the cost
Of the-
difference? So, like, let's first go and put the Rally XL, open that up really quick. Just click the image right there. I'm
right
trying to
here.
walk my wife through on how to.
I got you. I'm working on it.
Okay, hit buy now. We can put this on the screen as well as we follow along with her on onewheel.com. Okay, so you've got a GTS here. Go back to the GTS. So we'll
Okay.
just go. You were on it.
BTS right here.
Okay, so that is, but you're on the XL. See where you are, select your bundle.
Yes. So what do you want me to go to? Like this is where it starts.
That is the middle. Go over to the free ride. See your 3
Got it.
options you have. And so now you're starting to see your options. You can get the free ride, which is the better hardcore bumpers, which I love. They don't wear out as fast. That's just the nice thing of it. So you pay extra to have them longer. You can then go up a bundle. You save $200, and you can go to the XL Summit, which if you'll click that goes to $37.40. And this comes with a hypercharger, the free ride bumpers, a charger plug. And then if you go to the XL, what is it? Epitome, which is great use of words here.
Yeah.
You get all of that, plus you get the FST system base kit. So,
Yeah.
or you can scroll down and see, I love how they do this. I don't like deals. Buy just the board. Click just the board. Just the board. And then there you go,
It's
3,500. Okay. So that's what you're looking at. Obviously, you have shipping but it's free and loader, 48 states, I think. But you
And
have
your tax.
and tax on there. Now go to the G. So you're $3,500. Let's go to the
You want me
just
to go to the
GTS.
GTS.
Just GTS, because that's the next one. We're gonna give you a side by side comparison a little bit here. We, I
So they're
3,200.
What's that?
What's the cost?
2,900.
2,900.
That's for the Summit. That's with the. Here's the hybrid, so it goes down a little bit. $29.95.
It doesn't go down.
Well, you get the bundle. I mean.
Yes.
So.
But if you don't want a deal, just go no deal, like we did before. Scroll down. I don't like deals.
I don't like deals. I do like deals though.
2,900. Okay, now let's get the XRC in there.
Okay.
Wouldn't it really be a bummer if you accidentally hit
The
purchase
XRC
now?
is the cheaper out of the three, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It is nostalgic. It looks sharp whenever I see people.
Starting at
$1,900, right?
If you
So
just do the board.
just do the board. Go down and go. I don't like deals.
Okay.
1,900. So there's your three. You got 3,500, 2,900, and 1,900. And so, quick math. That's
It's right over here.
no, but I'm saying
difference. I'm like, if
yeah,
you buy all three, it's
1,900.
right here.
Yeah, $8,653 if you're buying all three. Everyone, if you're listening to this, not watching, it's $8,653.
Yikes.
Don't hit proceed to checkout.
Yeah, no way.
But you can sit there and see those costs. If you're saving money and get to $1,900, I get it for somebody to go, I can get a board now. You're going to want the board. But, boy, I just think when you get advancement in technology, it always is great to have that because you get the latest power, you get the torque, you get the safety, you get, and maybe you never ride at the top speeds, but you have the power. I think when you have that a reserve in your power in the battery banks and the torque, the safer the things are for you.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, we noticed that when the S came out and like being able to go up hills and stuff. So I can only imagine that this is gonna. There's something about the board holding you and you're heading upstairs.
upstairs.
Up
We
a
figured
hill.
it out, everybody. We can ride our boards upstairs. How about you?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And even in the videos that they were showing going up, they've kind of, Austin had said it, going uphill has kind of
Been a thing.
conquered with,
Yeah.
as, and now going downhill with this new one. I don't like downhills.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing is that, for years now, we've been able to ride uphill, and it was like the GTS unlocked that, and it's been a thing.
Which
It's been like, ooh,
I
you love that.
because I felt like I could actually do a trail.
Yeah, you could get out of trails, but the thing is, the same trail you ride up, you can't ride back down usually because your tail would drag, and everybody that's rode long enough in trails or down hills, as soon as your tail drags, it's scary. And so gone are those days with this, which is awesome because there's so much power to assist. Austin said in the video from YouTube, he just said the confidence that he has now going downhill and the ability to stop on steep hills downhill.
Yeah,
That was never an option because if you went to go stop, you would slide and then you just usually slid out.
you just have to control the out of control chaos that's happening when you're going downhill.
Right. And so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
To see all the hard work into it. They have quotes from Austin and Mercedes. They are a couple that work together at Future Motion, and they help dial in boards and figure out things along with the other factory team members and a whole slew of other people we don't know that are involved. But here's some quotes from them about this board that they have been working on for a wee bit. Here's Austin, all smiles. Anybody that's serious about going off-road and hitting some intermediate advanced trails, there's no going back from this board. And he won last year Race for the Rail. And he's wearing a Dirt Surfers jersey. Just saying, this guy knows what he's talking about, okay? Now, his wife, she says, and she's so stoic in her picture, look at that woman.
She's a beast.
She just is a beast. Being able to charge through really chunky stuff and know you're going to be on your board at the end of it is because it's just so stable is amazing. Mercedes Silva, everyone. Great quotes. Like, you want to hear those things because you don't want to buy.
These guys are out. They've been writing. This is what they do. I mean, they've been
Yes.
writing for years and wanting to.
It's like they could almost hyphenate their last names to Onewheel.
Yeah.
I mean, You could.
Maybe the next dog is named Onewheel. I don't know.
Maybe
you
they
know?
get 2 cats, and one's called One, and the other one's Wheel.
Oh,
You got to
dear.
get 2 animals and
Oh,
do that.
dear.
That'd be awesome, Silvas. Hey, here's one wheel. That'd be great. So we're here for this.
I knew you'd like it.
Well, how would you not?
I mean, how do you not?
I'll be honest. I like the XRC, but there's no.
That's just not what.
It didn't make me want to own that. When it came out, it was cool. I loved the vibes, but it was like.
Scott, he walked out after watching that video today. We went in for lunch, and he comes around the corner, and he was like, "I got my Christmas list planned."
I do. I did. I said that. I said but I can't wait that long. We got 2 big races coming up after a race for the next season.
Yeah, I just
the next 2 stops for dirt surfers. We cannot.
Yeah, you're right.
We got to show up.
Well, I just applied for a job.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because we can't just buy one. We got Legend, we got Icon, we got Epic, we got Inspired. They all want these. Crazy.
Do we have more videos of them practicing? They have been crushing it.
We do. We have some to go through here in a wee bit.
They've been crushing
hey, would you pull up the YouTube video of the premiere of how they dropped this? You just got to see the footy of them mobbing through some great trails. Just the opening of it. It just inspires you. One, people that live in the Midwest are going, I wish I had trails like that. I've never been up in the Boston area, so I don't know what your trails are like. But when you just see where they're riding, you're like, yes, please. Hit that and make it go full screen. Okay, here you go. Look at that. Here we go. They're giving you little close-ups. This is on their introducing the Onewheel Rally XL, everybody. Look at those trails.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Amazing.
I don't know where they're riding, but oh my goodness. And they're flying, everybody. The way they filmed this intro. Oh, man.
They just do a great job.
They do. Like, that could loop in our office all day long just to inspire you. Look at that. They made sure they got enough dust that doesn't hide the board, but just creates a little cinematography for you, everybody. Oh, man. And then they light it with the little blue. There's Mercedes talking to the creator, founder, CEO, Kyle, talking about it. Okay. You need to go watch it yourself because you just need to see how they're riding there. It just makes me want to go out there and mob everybody. Great job to Future Motion bringing out another Onewheel that everybody wants to sell a kidney for. Good job. We're here for it. We're here for it. Again, you cannot have it at Race for... You can have it, but you can't ride it at Race for the Rail. Unfortunately, not really. I get it. That's just unfair. Like, no way. Everybody's been riding the GTS. It's just when they dropped it. Hopefully, they'll have some demos of it out there. That'd be pretty cool. I think the coolest thing is...
That would be cool.
Is that it's a order now, get it now. I wonder if the days are gone where it's a pre-order and you don't get it for months. That seems so 2020 where you would order something and have to wait. I get it. That's a hard spot to be. But I can remember when Onewheel, I think it was the GT and the Pine X, when those came out, people were just, I have to wait for months for this thing and you're taking my money and where's it at? And it was delayed. They haven't done that since that. And so I applaud that for the factory getting it done. And you guys are working, you have inventory. That's so good. And so for all of those who are squawking, you should applaud that. Of like, look, they have inventory. And I think they have had that on all their boards since 2020, since the GT. So I think that's progress, everybody. Mm-hmm. And we're here for progression. Speaking of progression, okay, now that concludes, unless there's more thoughts on that, I'm sure there will be a bunch more videos to talk about.
Just a lot of excitement about it.
What are some people saying? Can you read some of the, do you know what they're saying? Or no, you don't know?
Just super pumped for the XL. Like I told you before, going straight, was saving up for the XRC, but going straight for this Rally XL. Just lots of excitement. It's going to be, I liked on the part of the video where it just said how it opens up. Like it's not made for just trail riding. They covered that as well. We talked about that earlier, but one of their highlights is it's opening up trails that you would never think to go take your Onewheel. And that's kind of cool. Like, you guys, if you're a seasoned rider or ride trails or whatever, when you get to a trail system, if you can make that through or not, and so it's cool. It's kind of unlocks a new idea if there's bigger, badder trails out there.
Yeah,
make them.
I great upgrade.
Which I think it says that bigger, badder.
I think
somewhere
the XL is alluding to it's bigger, like it's actually bigger in its entire setup. It's longer. It's obviously not wider because, once again, you can take the accessories and put it on there. And we were talking at lunch, well, how do they do that? And I was trying to explain to the kids, the tire is much bigger, so it fills in. You need a bigger gap between foot pads, and the tire fills that. The tire's not wider than what we already have.
The foot pads just kind of expand out?
Out, because the tire sits in there.
Yeah.
But because the tire width is the same as the GT Performance.
Okay.
Are you tracking what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Accessories will fit, which is great.
Which I love.
Which we just bought a bunch of that stuff and had it shipped here for Race for the Rail. Which, let's get to that. Race for the Rail, if you're not following Onewheel Race, is it Onewheel? What is the Instagram? Onewheel Racing League.
For the event.
Yeah, if you're not following that, boy, are you missing out on some of the sweetness that is dropping all over the place, okay? In just being able to keep track of what people are doing and getting ready for it. This household has been getting ready for weeks now. Kids have been riding hours a day and putting many, many miles on. We have some more shots of what the kids are doing in the trails as we are building more and more gnarly features, trying to get them to go faster and as safe as we can. And so they have really, really ramped it up to be able to try to be competitive. As we learned last week from Austin, there are, I think, 7 to 9 features that you're going to have to hit in a 3/4 mile loop, which is pretty cool. If we can put up one of them, just start picking them, Ledge. We're going to show them all, so just run through them, okay? Here's his Icon hitting the, I don't know what they're going to call it out at the Race for the Rails. We call it the skinny drop, I think. And so just, that's her giving it a go and just mobbing it. This is Legend and his Dirt Surfer just sending it. It's been fun to go out there and film. We have got a entire video that we have dedicated to the prep. Here's Epic. It's his first or second go. You know, he had some work in his attitude there.
He was injured. He got injured, and so it took him a few more days extra to get back up there.
Epic, how about you jump over here, and how do you feel that this is
your debut?
How do you feel about that we're just looping over and over, you not landing it? Do you feel like that's a threat to your life?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
But you were struggling, right? You were just eating it. What did you learn anything?
Yeah, I did learn.
What did you learn?
I learned not to, so on the drop there's like a little up, like a slant.
Yeah.
And I thought I would give it more gas there.
Okay.
You don't do that because your nose is gonna go down.
Right.
And when you go off the ramp, your nose is pointing down, so you're just gonna drive right into the ground.
Yeah.
And as you saw in the video, that's what would happen.
Right. I got you.
Straight
in there. Your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had to relearn it. Great thing about filming them is that we slow it down because you were upset.
I was.
Like, show that footage. This is the second time this dude hits the ground, like, does it. And did you see him throw the rocks?
No, I didn't throw a rock. You see that bush thing? I just smacked that bush thing.
Yeah, okay, so out of anger. That bush didn't do anything to you. It was innocent. Get out of my way. It wasn't even in your way.
We try to take really good care of our trails and try to get all these stumps out. The kids work hard. Scott works hard to do. And there's this one little stump that has gotten left, and I don't think it's been cut out yet.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry.
I have bruises on my hips from it.
But you were feisty. He was getting so feisty.
I was. Yeah.
And so we would film it, slow it way down, because he's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm showing. It's like, I'm not doing that. And then when you slow it down, you can see where all of them were doing it. They were coming in, and they would brake, which tilts your nose up, and then they would give it gas again, which tilts your nose down, and that's the way you come off the jump, which means you land nose down, which means you plow into the ground. And so what's your percentage of landing that? Are you like 90%
like now?
Yeah.
Like 95%.
95%. So you've done some work nailing it, which has been pretty cool.
And you're working on getting speed coming into it.
Yeah, because it's one thing to just land it, and you got to be able to get going.
Yeah.
Their goal is trying to hit this at 22 miles an hour and keep the 22 miles an hour. Maybe we're giving out too much information.
No.
We giving you okay. So you hit that. Was there like coming up on it where you're like, yikes, too big? Or
No. I was thinking I got this. I just don't want my ankle to hurt
right.
because I sprained it the week before.
Correct. It was gnarly. Been iced every night ever since. So we've been trying to take care of those injuries. Well, I think one of the things, we can show, do we have another shot of that? Somebody else. But when you see this, it's not just, oh, that's historic. She's bruised her heels dropping so much. So if you can see her trying to run out, she's limping around. That's an epic shot. Thanks for an Insta360 shot right there. That just allows you to get this, epic shot. So you have the drop, which is slightly over 8 inches tall. Do we have a side shot of that legend at all? Is it? But we built it where we can move that up and down, so we can change the height at any point if we want to go lower, or if we need to practice something higher, we can move it up and down. But what makes this unique to our trails is the ride up. You're riding, I don't know. It's probably all about on the backside. You're coming up 25 inches or so to get up onto a willow tree stump, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And so it's not just you're hitting it. So you got to come up riding that technically, hit a dock feature into the launch ramp. So it's not for the faint of heart. That's what we're trying to say, right up?
Yeah. Especially if you don't hit it right, your heel starts to hurt.
Yeah.
If you don't bend your knees, that's one of the things
we've been asking
trying
around.
to work
Maybe
on.
in the chat, if you love throwing it down, what's your go-to to keep your feet from absorbing all of the shock? That was one of the big things they were trying to learn. We have went through a lot of practice for them, just jumping off with their feet. So they learned, hey, you got to bend at the knees. You got to absorb that with the joints, not with your bottom of your feet. That's how Historic bruised her bottom of her feet is just hitting it flat-footed. And so Epic's also coming from a 5-inch hub to a 6.5. How's that journey been?
Yeah, it's not great.
Why?
I just, like with the 5-inch hub, you can go over things so much easier than you can with the 6.5. It's just hard, like, because now I'm bouncing everywhere. It's hard trying to keep control of the board.
What's great around here is our kids are learning firsthand. Boy, if you're going to show up race for the rail and think you're going to slap on their stuff a couple weeks, you're at a disadvantage. And whereas Legend has been riding most of the Onewheel compliant stuff that he doesn't have to change anything outside of bumpers. And so he's not having much change in transition, but this guy's having a big change in transition. Is Historic coming from a 5-inch? No. She... Yeah? She's her rails were WTFs.
And she had a 5-inch.
And a 5-inch. So she's coming from a huge change.
And then Inspire had a 5-inch. Same setup as me, just a GT.
So they're learning some stuff. They all love those 5 inches. And that's how I know that the XL Rally is going to be awesome. Am I saying that? Is it Rally XL? I think it is. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about.
It says GT XL on the side of the board. So,
GT XL, but it's a Rally. Anyways, you all know what I'm saying. I think like Epic will love
it says
that.
Rally XL
Everyone
here.
that's riding those 5-inch hubs around here, because I have a 5-inch hub. We love the extra cush that you get. And so it's compelling. It's just real compelling. It really, really is. Okay, Ep, we applaud you.
Well done,
Great job.
buddy.
Anything else you want to say about Race to the Rails?
I'm excited to watch it or race it.
Yeah, it's still... I'm not sure where we're at on it, but it seems like if the car doesn't get back, what do we do? $3,500. Where if that, you just got a lot of questions. But we are still behaving as if we're coming. We are riding, changing everything out.
Our heart is there all the way.
Yes.
And if any of our kids, if you asked them when we would have gone, it would have been last week.
Yeah, they would have moved out there actually. They would have moved out there.
One tip someone has given you. Bend your knees all the way down when you land, especially your rear leg.
Ooh, there you go. Because that's what everybody complains about, right? Historic?
Is the back.
Is it your rear leg, your front foot? Oh, that's because...
But she knows she
plows
goes
her,
in.
She did the same problem at the beginning. Tilt the nose down, then the front foot goes down.
She just rides it out.
You're coming off of it upright. Your back foot should land first.
Right.
And so you need to make sure that leg is bent.
Yes.
like
Yes.
to compress that.
Yes. Okay,
Thank
let's
you.
get Miss Icon up in here. Let's talk to her. We were deeming her the scaredy cat of the group because she just was afraid.
Wait,
What? What are you waiting for?
she got labeled?
That's what we were starting to call her around here.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I mean,
Are you
It's
okay
okay.
with that, Icon Marie?
Yeah.
be, you don't think she should get it? You think a different label should be given?
I think, yes.
Oh, like what?
She should be the work througher.
Oh. I don't support that. I'm trying to find video here. Let me see if I can pull up. So it was Wednesday last week.
We
Austin
met-
gave
yeah,
all
Austin
of
was
the.
with us.
He gave us 3 of the 7 or 9 different features that'll be out there. I immediately went to work, built one right after this, and then started the next one. I
And
think
the-
it was Thursday night I finished it. Thursday night.
Well, the skinny jump that we were calling it with the 4 lanes, you got done within a half hour. So the kids immediately went to work on that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You jumped off that one just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Legend, I'm sending this over
had a
to the
few-
computer.
Took a little bit to get it, but once you got
Yeah.
it, it wasn't
Okay, that should
necessarily
load
a
up.
scared thing. It was more, right? Wouldn't
Yeah.
you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the footage. So it was Thursday night. We finished it. Ate dinner, and it was like, okay, it's ready to ride. Do we want to go ride it? And we eat dinner around 8:30, 9 o'clock here. In Minnesota, you have a couple seasons. You have cold and snowy, warm and mosquito-y. And we're in the warm mosquito-y stage. And I know everybody says, oh, you think you have mosquitoes. We live in Florida, and they all said they have mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They don't. They have visitors. They are from the mosquitoes are from Minnesota. You don't have that many. We have them in buttloads. Okay, I walked out from my house to the office today, and there was a dozen on my calves. Okay, they're just getting blood to make babies. Okay, it's a weird feeling. I feel used, but we were going, hey, we're going to go do this. So we did. I put on my remedy for mosquitoes is my hunting and fishing gear. It's a raincoat and pants. I put that on, and they cannot see me. Probably
My
'cause
remedy,
the camo.
my
Oh, yeah.
remedy for mosquitoes is to
You
dance.
And she looks a fool. She does. It'll all be in the video. So here's a shot of Icon if it plays correctly. Just look at her shoulders. Watch her. She's attempting. She's standing up there. I say, all right, time to go. She looks back like
She's done it a couple times. And
watch her
stopped.
shoulders here. We're talking to her, trying to coach her. And now you got a good shot of it. Dips down and goes up. And it's because of a log underneath there. See those shoulders? She's psyching herself up. Little Grom behind her, 6 years old.
Nope. This
Just
is the
out of the
6
womb,
This is
6
the
days
6-year-old.
old, coming by. Did you see those shoulders? She never does it, folks. We gave so much blood away to mosquitoes that night. The camera does it disjustice or injustice of how dark it really was. It was very dark, and you never went. What was the problem?
I was just scared.
Of what?
I don't actually know. Falling?
Have you
Hurting
fallen
myself?
before?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you fallen since?
Yeah.
And you're still here.
Yeah.
So it was not a rational fear?
No. What?
It was irrational meaning it wasn't real fear.
It wasn't
Right. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so it took you 48 hours, right?
Yeah.
A lot of tears.
Yeah.
Like you had to stay hydrated because you were crying so much. She wasn't sobbing. It was more sadness, yes?
Yeah.
Of what was the sadness?
I felt like a failure.
But you weren't. We only fail if we stop,
Yeah.
right? If we quit. So you were You were learning. And we have all the footage of it because you don't want to miss the one time that she hits it, right? And you didn't film it. That would have been fail.
Yeah, that would have been fail.
So, Mom was trying to coach her at one point, and there's an epic moment in the house that we say around here: when you fall, why do you fall? Because she said that as well. You're like, oh, I was afraid of falling. I go, why do we fall? And the answer is what?
To get back up.
To get back up. You fall so you can get back up. Mom over here though goes, what'd you say?
Why do you fall?
Yeah.
Because you do hard things.
Yeah. I was like, that's so no.
Guys, come
Because
on.
then you just risk averse.
No.
I'm not going to try hard things because I might fall. No, you fall to get back up again. You know you're going to
You-
fall at some point.
You should get back up again, but we don't.
People
don't
fall
fall to
doing
get
easy
back up.
things. People fall walking to their car.
You just get back up.
Fail
because you
Army
did hard
is an
things.
entire YouTube channel to
Oh,
people
man.
falling on easy things. You don't laugh at the ones that are hard. You're like, oof. But when somebody falls and it's just mundane, they're walking on carpet and they eat it and hit their face on a coffee table, you're like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, legend back to go so true because you know I'm right. All of you subscribe to Fail Army. Okay. Yeah. What's you doing over there, baby? You're just like scrolling.
There's a couple people in the chat. We're trying to find is there a fender for the rally? We haven't seen a fender. Like it's not in one of the bundles for the XL, which maybe they don't have them out yet. That just was asked.
Yes.
And how much does this board weigh?
Ooh, it's got to weigh a bit more.
It's got to because it has
I'm assuming.
the control.
Well, bigger tire. You'd have to. You have more metal. I mean, it's gonna weigh more.
I was just trying to find.
Those are all great questions. And the fender. Can you? I'm trying to think through.
It's just not in any one of the bundles.
I bet you got fenders coming.
Here we go. Okay, the XL weighs 34 pounds.
What's the GT weigh?
30.
Yeah. So.
Oh no, that's the XR Classic.
Meh. You'd have to compare. Okay, she's going to do some reconnaissance. Okay, so you have since landed the thing.
Yeah.
And we learned this. Here's a hack for all of you wanting to learn jumps. What was it? What really was the thing that pushed you over? Because you were riding and attempting from, I don't know, 50 yards away right up and trying to send it, right?
Yeah.
Then what did we decide to do? We kind of came up with a solution. What was that solution?
Like roll up to the ramp and then roll back. And keep doing that again and again.
So then you can talk to the camera. The camera's right there. The people at home.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure, but you're looking at me. I get it. I'm talking to you. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, a glance at the viewers. They like it. They feel connected that way.
Okay.
Have you even said hi to him yet?
No.
Oh, would you like to take a moment?
Hi.
Okay, how about you do this? Introduce yourself and your favorite quote. Go.
My favorite quote?
Yeah, give them your best quote.
Oh. I'm Icon, and I don't know if I have one.
That's not a good quote at all. Make one up. Be an icon for everyone. That's what you should say. My name's Icon, and be an icon for everyone.
There you go.
Okay, do it.
Okay. My name's Icon, and my favorite quote is be an icon for everyone.
Oh, there it is. Okay, you win. I applaud that. Great job. Okay, so what we did is we broke down the feature instead of like one big swoop, send it, get used to the first part. The ride up, because it is a little precarious. Again, put the video up of her standing up there and now really scope the feature. Right behind it, you have our pump track that we made. Love that feature. Now, this you roll up, and it's more not rolly, but pyramid-esque. So you roll up out of dirt into a dock feature that brings you back down. Because this is on a hill, you can't see that here, so the natural plane of the ground is going downhill. So then, to make sure we hit the height, we have to build the end of that feature to be the height that Austin said the launch ramp would possibly, maybe, could be. And so that's what you have there. So got you used to it, and then you sent it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, all right, this one, do it. And you just came up and boom, and landed it, stomped it. Rode away.
Yeah. So when she did this, the first time she actually fully attempted it, we're all like, "You got this, Icon. Like, don't stay in your head. Go for it." And she goes off, and we all look around like, she made that look so easy.
It's like, what has all of this 48 hours been about, you big?
And she's like, "Hey,
Icon."
Like we're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Go do it again, to make it true."
And she did it.
And she did it
Because
and she made it look so easy.
During that 48-hour stints, Epic would be shouted in the back, 6 to make it. What?
Sick or something like that.
It was
6
like
to make it sick.
Yeah. Yeah, they just, because she was on to multiple attempts. But you're landing it, you're sending it, you're doing great. Race to the rails looking bright if we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, stoked on you. Thanks for sticking after it. How did you feel when I said, Icon, fine, if you're going to just quit, go up there and sell all your gear?
I thought about actually doing it.
I thought
Why?
Dad
'Cause
was
that
being
was
a little
easy?
bit harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom said it was harsh. Do you think it was harsh?
No.
Just a little harsh.
Yeah, because it was not harsh. It was the motivation. It was the go juice to send it. She sent it, land it, stuck it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Pro women's division. Let's do it. All right, Icon. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
We got two more there in the studio, so we'll throw Legend up here. He is ranked, I think, 20th on the ORL standings. 21st? Yeah. Oh, Deion Sanders' number, my favorite number, 21. Oh, I'll applaud that number. Ranked 21, but there's nothing for 21st place except for an applaud from Dad on a podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, way to go.
that.
Woo woo. Toot toot. Okay, how you feeling? Week away or so from the quest of dominating at Race for the Rail.
Amazing, feeling fantastic, best shape I've been ever.
Ooh, okay. You've been tearing your board down, reassembling it, feeling good about the board.
Well, let's just say I don't entirely trust my board right now.
Why? What makes you
don't
feel so
trust it?
insecure?
A few noises here and there that
Creaks.
are new that I don't really trust.
Well,
so.
that's because you've been sending the thing.
Yeah, because I haven't fallen yet because apparently I haven't been doing
Done-
hard things.
Right,
so.
right, yes. Which he has fallen. He came up
Yeah,
saying, I ripped my
I've
pants.
fallen. I ripped my
And so,
pants.
in case someone would translate that as some kind of ego, no, he's just saying, do we have where he sends it over the gap? Did I
Yeah, this
send
is
that?
sick.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, let's send. This is Legend sending. It's over a 10-foot gap that is a tabletop in our trails at a straightaway. 27 miles an hour he is doing. Look at this. It's slow mo. We'll let that roll again. Let it eat a little bit. 27 miles an hour, just full send commit. Clears the tabletop. Now, mind you, this is a very small tabletop, but we have water that constantly runs over that portion of the trail, so you have to have something up and over it. How was it to send that?
I mean, that's probably it's really fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a lot of fun to go that fast.
Okay.
And then shoot over a feature that, because I've been trying to work my way to doing that, to clearing it for a long time, and to finally do it, it's a great feeling.
Okay, so but some might notice that we're so anti foot hooks, and now all of a sudden you got them on.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh,
okay?
that's how you're gonna explain it away. Okay, it could have been I was younger and I just unwise, and now I've wised up.
I mean, you could put it that way. I wouldn't say I wasn't like, it was a choice to not.
And then when
Use
you
the foot.
choose to put them on now,
I don't really know.
Okay,
I said
but-
after Dirt Servers I want to put the FSTs on.
yeah, I get
Have
you.
you
So, but
seen
why?
because before you didn't have them at Dirt Surfers.
Mm-mm.
We
Every race up to this point I've been
free
free foot.
gang, yeah.
Free, and I am. That's me, baby.
Yeah.
You can put up on the widescreen a little bit,
Is
since
it-
everybody's in the studio.
But now that when you've tried that because you've raced for so long without it, are you seeing an advantage with them?
Oh, 100%. Like I'm
So it's an upgrade.
100%. Like
Okay.
I mean, I definitely know, and it's hard to say. People might say I'm gonna say I'm definitely better with them, but people might say because you're only saying that because you're riding with foot hooks and it's an advantage. But I definitely feel more confident with them on.
Would
Okay.
you have tried this trick without them?
I did it
Well,
once
he was
without
doing-
it.
Right.
Okay.
And I couldn't. I never could get. I could get enough speed, but I can't like lift or pop up.
Couldn't bring the board with you.
Yeah, I would just kind of like roll over it and get some air.
Right, but the board would just separate from his feet, so Legend eventually was just flying through the air, Superman-ish.
Yeah.
And the board was hitting midway. So it was impressive. It's impressive. Probably a solid move on the cusp of Race for the Rail. How are you feeling about in the pros division, knowing that you were going to be going up with the likes potentially of Austin Silva? You're going to be going up
There's a
against
lot of
Tyler James potentially. Some of these names that we haven't seen race that could drop in there, and there's so many more that are going to drop in and go for
go
the
for the
title
qualifier.
of the Race for the Rail champion in the men's division. How do you feel about going against them?
Was just nervous because those are Tyler James and Austin Silva have both won Race for the Rail, but excited in the fact that I know I'm gonna have to push myself, and they're a good reason to do that.
Okay. All right, there you go. It's gonna
have
be
it.
great. Legend is a guy that has lost his sponsorship with Scott Mendenhall and Friends because he keeps not wearing the Scott Mendenhall and Friends jersey. in practice for filming. As you saw, he was in his Dirt Surfers jersey.
I was also in the Scot Mendenhall jersey for one
I know.
of them,
After
but-
he
No,
was
we are
warned
just
by the
looking
brand.
for sponsorships, but if you sponsor one, you just got to know you sponsor all.
No, I give him.
I'm a free agent, everyone.
He
So
is not. He is not. Obviously, Dirt Surfers plays a
I'm
lot into
unwanted.
what we do around here,
Yes, they do.
and Scott Mendenhall friends, we're rocking the jersey, which we sell, and a couple of them we shipped out this week. What? They're loving them. They're talking
Yeah.
about how soft they are. They do like the stretchiness of them.
Yeah, they are very lightweight. They're very.
I love that they stretch, but they don't stay stretched out. They're super comfortable.
Yeah, they're great.
my
It was a
one
good choice.
complaint
Let's hear it, legend.
is it's not tight, so my elbow
Around-
pads are constantly moving.
Well,
They're,
then
like,
you
constantly-
but
You need
get
to maybe
bigger
go
muscles.
to a smaller size.
That's not the jersey.
It does
Well-
run a little bit bigger than what we.
It doesn't do that
what
on
we
me
Thought.
because I got muscles. I don't. Yes, Legend. Thoughts to that?
No.
Should we bring up the picture? We should bring up the picture of him flexing in the very first day of building the trail.
That's so long ago. I'm like 10.
It was only 4 years ago.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
We started when we moved to this
That's like
property.
20.
Mr. Vision over here has this
That's like
idea.
2020.
Let's make some one-wheel trails, and we have 3 hedge clippers and some shovels, and that's how we started the trails. Was there any other tools that we had for?
No, we didn't even have a chainsaw.
It might
No,
be
we
an
didn't have a chain-
impossible
that's what
We
I'm
were
saying.
using
It
a
was just like-
Sawzall.
It was. Oh yeah, we had a sawzall. We did have that.
Yeah.
And so Scott would go through and start like sawzawing these trees. Some were kind of medium sized, some were little, and then the kids and I would go through and just start hauling trees out. And to see that our trails are, we should have taken better footage of the before.
We
and
should have, but
after.
we didn't know what we were doing.
We
We didn't
didn't.
know what we were
We
doing.
didn't know it would be.
That's before we were even invested in the sport. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
just
that's
doing it
true.
for
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
Our
send
personal-
a bunch of pictures. We're just,
Are they all of me?
maybe.
Ha, ha, ha. It's
This
just like
was
Throwback Wednesday.
So we started, and then somehow in the middle of the work, Mom wants to do a photo shoot. And
She did the same thing at Texas. Lemonade. She got at least 5 different photos of me.
yeah. Okay.
And I was like, "What?" I'm like trying to get like focused on the race here, and you're wanting me to take photos.
All right, Epic, will you get those? Now, here's the thing with this. Sometimes when we send these like this, they get blown up and you'll never be able to see them, so you might not be able to see them. But this was, what are the dates on that?
That was so long ago.
I think.
Just thinking about
Did
where,
they
how
come
far
through?
we've
It's got
come.
to be 21
How
or
far
22.
we've come from. The
Maybe the
summer
fall
of
of 22?
2020.
No, no.
When
no,
did we
it's
move
not.
here?
It would be the 21.
There you go. Okay. Nonetheless, it was when we first started this idea, what if we turned this into trails? And we had no idea they would turn out what they are. We have over 1.5 miles of one-wheel trails with features on it. And most of them were cut by chainsaw, sawzall, and clippers. And then when we met Jacob and Melanie from northern Minnesota, they brought in equipment and then polished it all up for us. And they cut a couple trails for us, which was so much faster. I could do it in a day versus months. And
Yeah.
so grateful for them and their equipment and their know-how.
Their ability to
Yeah.
trailblaze. Ha.
Let's see. Did they come in up? He's struggling. He's working on it.
It might be for the best.
It might
just
be
the
for the
raw.
best because Legend wouldn't want us to see it.
I mean,
Not
I'm
happening,
okay.
Icon. Click a button on the mouse. Let's get Historic in on here since she's the last ground,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna hang up for the day and let you guys all ride your one wheels and practice for Race for the Rail because it's next week. Remember, your one wheel has to be one wheel compliant. It cannot have anything other than the tire being out of one wheel compliant. Everything else must be. Historic, how are you doing? Bruised feet and all?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What part of your foot is bruised?
My heel.
Your heel.
Your heel. Yeah, and your front foot that hits the ground.
Yeah.
So you're just not bending, right?
Right.
Yeah. And you're now working on it?
Trying to.
How do you feel from going from a 5-inch hub WTFs to straight wheel 6.5?
That's kind of a change.
I like the straight rails better than the WTFs, so it just is taking me a little bit to get used to
Yeah.
it.
But you're rock and rolling. Like, I've not
Yeah.
seen you so fearless. What is the occasion for the lack of fear all of a sudden that you're like just sending it?
I just like to hit the drop before icon, so
Oh,
that's just my
I
mentality.
knew that was it. The truth comes out. If we had the sister
She's
up here,
competitive.
she just wanted
Yeah.
to stick it before icon did.
Yeah, I did.
It's a mental game around here.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Race for the Rail. You're racing in what category?
Groms.
Groms. Which boys and girls are going head to head? How do you,
How do you
feel about that?
Good.
That
I
means you're
just
going
have
up
to beat my
against your
brother.
brother Inspire.
Yeah.
You got him?
Yes.
What on any given day out here? Who wins between the two of you?
Spy.
Spy wins
Spy,
most of
yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Spy he's a little more fearless than you are.
Yeah.
Like fearless.
He goes so fast. I don't
doesn't
even
have
know
a whole lot of the common sense. Like he's fast.
He's
Spy's
fast.
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
you got your work cut out for you, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get after it. You gotta keep practicing. You gotta. Yesterday you were lollygagging. You gotta step on that gas pedal. You're so light and little. You should be flying. The
She
only
doesn't-
difference between you and him is what's between your ears. He thinks he can go faster, therefore he does.
He does go fast. Yeah.
You don't think you can go as fast, therefore you don't.
And she doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily like her heel her remedy to fix her
Yeah.
heel. She's been icing it. She's been taking care of it, icing it,
Mm-hmm.
But then yesterday she was getting ready and was like, "That's it. I'm going out to ride," because we were telling her she needed to kind of chill it a bit. And she goes and gets a cushy sock and folds it up.
Folds it
and
up and
puts
put
it in
you
her
like
shoe.
you know how people do that to make themselves taller. Yeah, she was doing that to land
To
her
help.
one wheel.
I
To
put
help
that
with
in my
her
running shoes too. This
You did,
morning.
and it did
Yeah.
it work? No wonder why
It
you're
felt better.
running weird.
Yeah.
It looks
My
like you
heel
have
was,
one
like,
leg
almost all the
taller,
way.
longer than the other. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the footage. Let's just see a little bit of kicking it old school. Let's see if they put it. Here is the very first time we were in our trails, not knowing what we were doing. This is epic. Look at this guy's hairstyle. What is going? What I don't even know what's happening there, but
This is not race
terrible.
for the rails. This is race to memory lane.
yeah. All of a sudden, this is epic. Epic.
You're welcome, guys.
Epic.
Epic's going. Take
Epic
it
got
off,
too
take
close
it
to
off.
the sawzall apparently, and cut his hair.
He's so cute.
He is. The guy's a rock star. Okay,
So
so
cute.
at this point, everybody's got pints and stuff, and not really a trail family. I don't
really
even
know what
think
trails were.
one wheel, even down the memory lane of one wheel, it wasn't even trails yet because this is pre GT. This is XR and pint days, guys. This is
This
not.
was before we were ever at Dirt Surfers.
Yeah, this is way before all of that. Maybe it's 2020, so you're talking dirt surfers might have just done their first year. And so okay, keep moving down memory lane. Here's Legend flexing. Look at that guy. In his hair.
terrible.
In his hair too.
Yeah, his
Long,
hair.
straight, no curls. There's the crew back there. That's us just cutting down trees and starting
Those
to
are
make
the trees we would.
That's
drag
literally
up the
where
hill.
Legend is standing, is where he now
He just
jumped
launched. Yeah.
the tabletop. And all that brush up on the side, that's the side that we eventually have to get to. Okay, we'll move on. Let's see. There's greatness. This guy, man. He's the Mowgli of the group. He just loves outdoors.
Is he barefoot?
No, he's got tennis shoes on. But he's
Cockaburs all over.
give him thumbs up. You can kind of see the making of the trail to the right, to the left in the background's the hilltop, the trail, but you have all these stumps. And I can remember, okay, cool, we sawzalled it to that spot. I don't know, where are we going to get those out? And it was by hand, folks. It was literally by hand. We owned nothing that would help us. No Ranger, nothing. Okay, moving on. Just memory lane for you. Here's this icon
Yeah.
holding on to a tree. This is, remember, Mom stopping production to take pictures. Love that.
I know you were just telling me that I didn't document
You
any
don't,
of this, but I did.
but document the action, not poses. That'd be
Well,
wonderful.
I don't-
It would be wonderful. It was more of actual footage of us cutting stuff, but nonetheless, we're posing. Let's see who else we got here. We got Historic. Icon looks like a giant next to Historic. I think it's because,
she was icon.
but I
at this
think it was
point,
more
Historic
so
just-
that
the
Icon
hill.
or
they're on a
Historic
hill.
is
Yeah.
down a hill, up the hill. You
Yeah.
can kind of see the making of the trails towards back, still on the straightaway. Right there over the left would be where what we call Kevin is now, which if you can picture that. Okay,
Crazy.
we're getting more. Here's the three ladies, all their freckles,
Working hard.
hard. When you say it like a pirate, does it make it feel like you're working harder?
Yeah.
Okay, great picture. And then there's me wearing the XR. The XR, you know what kind of year it is because I'm wearing the XR T-shirt. That's vintage.
Yeah,
Wish
that
I would
is
have kept
vintage.
that. Would have been rock star status, a little bit of holes here and there. And there my long hair is, but my hair changes all the time. So that's me questioning my sanity of what have I started.
That was also me questioning your sanity of what have you started.
I just remember saying, see that tall tree down there? That's where we're going to go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us today as we begin the journey of...
Thanks for the support today.
Yeah, thank you for listening. We are applauding Future Motion in the Big Tire Gang introduction. That stuff,
Well
it's
done.
not even just that. It's the technology, the controller, the power,
Big
the torque,
advancement.
the range, the just progression that's happened. We applaud it. We're here for it. And so thanks for being with us. And road to Race for the Rail. Hopefully we're on it
Underway.
next week. For all those that are traveling, be safe. I hope your boards arrive on time and hope our car gets done in time for us to get there and resources to get it out of what would you call it? Some kind of prison it is. Anytime my car goes in, I feel like in order to get my car out, I have to pay some kind of bail. I do. And it's always a different cost. Okay, everybody. Thanks for listening to us whine and complain about our woes about cars. We're stoked on it. The
We hope to
community.
see you.
See you in California, everybody. Have a fabulous week. Get out there, put some miles on your boards. See ya, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.